Hi collective, welcome back to my channel. We are about relationships with ourselves first, okay? Because we are here to manage our emotions so we can have a healthy relationship outside of ourselves, all right? We need to manage our emotions to identify our intuition because it comes with good health, good wealth, but it comes from the essence of love, all right? Loving self, loving planet, loving beings, all right? But you're looking for Mercury. Someone's looking to communicate, all right? So you could be in the energy of the third house, okay? You could be a Gemini person, all right? But we're in the energy of Mercury, okay? Someone's concentrating, all right, on how to communicate with someone, all right? Maybe you're communicating about your relationships or you're thinking about the reasons and logics, but you've got to let your mind tell you how to communicate. Maybe you're analyzing a situation, okay? Maybe you're analyzing your thoughts, like-minded people, because their eyes are looking at each other. Maybe you looked into someone's eyes and you fell in love with their soul. So now you're trying to analyze a way to communicate, to analyze this feeling, this bubble within this own kind of universe. That's what it's given off to me. So someone's looking at communication, maybe doing self-analyzation. So you could be telepathically connected to someone because they're both very deeply looking at each other, but from the eye. The eye is the window of the soul and the heart is the seat of the soul. So now we're looking at being realistic about communication, analyzing and being concerned about being realistic about our limitations when it comes to communication. Use your intuition, because now we're seeing that maybe someone's learning and analyzing their limitations within their society and want to be more responsible by walking in love and talking in truth. So now we're looking at someone's being properly responsible, or someone's in fear about a communication. So now there's obstruction due to fear. But it seems like someone wants to be responsible. Someone's becoming a person of power and status. Looking at success. We're looking at the 10th house. You could be a Capricorn person, but we're looking at the ambition of using our intuition. We're looking at discipline, self-discipline. You could be an architect, you could be a farmer, you could be into banking, but you're looking at maybe a political position for some of you, but you're being realistic about your communication. Look within yourself, write your dreams down, be responsible. Some of you might feel a bit rigid, okay, because there seems to be a bit of frustration when it comes to communication, okay? But we're looking at communication within our 10th house, about our ambitions. Yeah, maybe a Sagittarius person, you're making goals, realistic goals. So you have the insight to understand the wisdom of the soul, because now you're making sense. You feel more secure. Why? Because you're looking at communication, universal communication. Someone's communicating how they feel. So let your mind tell you how to communicate by analyzing, doing self-analyzation. Because someone looked into someone's soul and fell in love. Looked in someone's eyes and fell in love with their soul. Okay? Because you're looking at Mercury as the first card, communication. Mercury offers the insight into intellect, mental reasoning, and a way that we can communicate through thoughts and ideas. Okay? It also can mean about change. How can we change our communication so we don't have miscommunication for misinterpretations, you know? How can we analyze things so we can listen to understand and not listen to just reply, to bring in miscommunication? Because now we're moving into being more realistic about our communication by being responsible, by going within oneself for insight. Into me I see, because into me I feel, because into me I know, because I understand the wisdom that comes from the seat of the soul, which is the eye. The soul, the windows is the eye of the soul. So now you're getting results from that understanding. Do you understand? Because you've gone into the 10th house. You're being more ambitious. You know, some of you might be alone. All right. And it's okay. All right. Do self-analyzation. Some of you need to take control. Maybe some of you are seeking too much for money and status and power. All right. But be realistic. Okay. And make your foundation be your home. Right. Home base, family, support. Okay. That makes you feel secure. Why? Because we're creating a soul world. All right. So some of you could be looking at the 4th house, Cancer, how you feel about family support. So some of you might be communicating with your family, telling you how, you know, how they don't support you or do support you. Okay. Because you're in the 4th house. You're trying to keep your communication calm. You could be a historian. You could be a sailor. You could be a nurse, all right? But you're looking at domestic. But look at your imagination. Don't be afraid to tap into yourself. Don't be afraid to be introverted, to seek your intuition. Don't be moody, all right? Okay, so mind the mood swings, all right? So now you're looking at maybe being more protective over yourself, because you're protecting your communication. But some of you might be in self-pity or might be soaking over communication that you might not want to hear. All right. But it is what it is, isn't it? What else do we see? Someone's targeting home and family, and someone's targeting more to become like a person of power. So there's 2 different targets, 2 different mindsets. You could be, I could be talking to a water sign and a fire sign person. 2 different mindsets. It's not the same understanding. You could be family members, maybe a Sagittarius or a Cancer person. But you're looking into, I feel, to seek within myself, to analyze, self-analyzation, to do self-control, to communicate my concerns. All right. My concerns about success from the wisdom I know from the soul of the self, because I've done soul searching. I've seeked the truth. When you seek the truth, you seek the self. When you seek the self, you seek the soul. When you seek the soul, you seek God. You seek your purpose in life. So you must wait before you can become a person of power and status. Wait to get results from the understanding of wisdom, knowledge, experience, to bring in that soul world, you know, understanding, maybe about astrology, maybe about family support. Because the 4th house also gives you that understanding, all right, about bringing in questions of concern, how we describe events that are happening within our family environment. How is it affecting like one's father, mother? How is it affecting the house, the family, maybe the land? How is it affecting someone's estate? Or maybe the gardening, so they can plant the seeds of success. Is it family bringing that in the way because the communication is not good? So now we're looking at the 4th house, also describes the end, or summing up a question, summing up a communication. That could be mean that as well. What else do we see? 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 Okay, let's go for the cards. So we're basically looking at the energy of communication, how we communicate about our needs, our wants, our priorities, our, you know what I mean, our tradition, our culture. We're aiming But how do you aim to become a person of power and success? Is it through materialism? Is it through the success of someone else's finances, wealth, property, you know? Okay, so let's communicate. What's going on? Let your mind tell you how to feel. We're talking about communication, Mercury. We're looking into, maybe you looked into someone's eyes and fell in love with their soul, and someone trying to seek understanding. Maybe they went to family for understanding, but they don't have the understanding. Why? Because you're on two different planes, spiritual planes. Maybe it could be your karmic family, surrogate family, you know. Look within oneself, find the answers. Let your mind tell you how to communicate. The mind is like a mind file. Just organize it. Take control of the mind. Okay, because you're looking at the 10th house. Take control so you can be ambitious. Somebody probably was very, very ambitious to be something like a political position, maybe. So now you're making a decision about maybe communicating with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person, but someone fears communication. Maybe they fear something awful or something difficult is to reach out, to communicate, but you can't hide your grief or sadness. You have to communicate it. Don't be afraid. I know we're stuck in this energy of if we share each other's pages of our Bibles. Yes, we all have our own sacred wisdom within ourselves. People will use it as wisdom, not wisdom. They'll use it as a weapon against you or gossip. You got to get over that. We've got to use earth as a lesson. This is earth school. So don't hide when you're stricken with grief and sadness. Share your trauma. Don't wear the dress of stresses. You know, bring it. Don't share your trauma or stress with other people. Especially ones that can't help you. Regain your control of the mind. You know, someone's in anxiety, in the thoughts, but you've got to bring it to calmness, okay? So someone's thinking about maybe communicating about a union, or every action has a reaction because somebody knows trouble has to be controlled. Someone has to regain control over what troubles them. They know they have to do that. Maybe it's a upside down Queen of Swords. Someone's in their thoughts. Okay, it could be someone in their 10th house or in the mind of limitation. So they're concerned about being realistic. So maybe someone's overly emotional right now due to anxiety and worry because they're fearing at the moment. Because maybe the emotions is not calm because the thoughts are in deception. Somebody probably feels someone's easily influenced because of their limitations. Do you know what I mean? So now we're looking at someone's learning to cope with the stress, maybe, of their limitations within their society. So now we're looking at responsibles and rules. Maybe the fear is ruling the mind and it's bringing obstruction and limitations. So someone's being overly bitchy, witchy, bitchy, you know, cold-hearted. Maybe someone's cruel with the rules. So he's bringing in bitterness. Narrow-minded, insincere, intolerant. And it's kind of like taking control of someone's like energy. Is becoming a burden. Maybe it's a burden from upside down Queen of Swords. Maybe she feels a burden by the soul, extra responsibilities within the 10th house, someone trying to become maybe powerful within their status. So now you're almost there, but you've got to take control of the mind. Don't take on extra responsibilities. You know, someone's working blood, sweat and tears. And it will pay off anyway. But be careful of burning out the soul, okay? Don't carry too much stress under the stress, you know? Keep going. The end in sight is completion. Could be talking about Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person. But we're looking at the 10th house, 10-10. Could be looking at a situation where the inner child has an insight to wisdom, but you've got to trust the soul of the self, come out of worry and stress. Someone has negative thoughts. Maybe someone's in depression, going to keep pressing that button of depression, sadness, because they're laying down with lanes of delays and carelessness, not doing that self-care, more ignorant, cloudy setbacks. Maybe because they're into more of the power of status. Maybe that's the problem. So it's resulting into lack of understanding, bad communication, anxiety. Somebody wants to communicate. Maybe a King of Pentacles wants to communicate. All right, King of Pentacles upright. You could be a very confident, successful masculine. All right, you found many opportunities to attract, and you could be a very good investment, managing wealth. Okay, maybe you've achieved some great things and can finally say, you know, you've reached that pinnacle of your achievements. But we're looking at maybe sitting back and enjoying the fruits of your labor, because we're looking at a King of Pentacles upright. He's meant to be very grounded, very successful, generous, very comfortable in his life, a very good leadership. So we're looking at leaderships, but we're looking at communication. Maybe he's worried. That's on his mind. He's on his fear. He's fearing about a difficult situation to reach out for help, maybe. King of Pentacles, you can't sit there like that, my lovely. It's not good for the mental. Someone's looking at nightmares. He feels probably hopeless within the mind, or hopeless with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person, because maybe that person's too overly emotional. But you have to make that decision. And remember, every decision has a reaction. Do you know what annoys me as well? Sometimes every action has a reaction, but some people tend to look at the reaction and not the action. And sometimes the action is bigger than the reaction. So we have to bring that balance, that justice in, you know, fairness, truth. Someone's got clarity, you know, someone done a wrongdoing. And this is probably why there's an overly emotional, deceptive. Someone thought someone was easily influenced, maybe. So now maybe someone's looking at a bitchy, cold-hearted, upside-down Queen of Swords. Maybe that's why he fears, maybe reaching out. Yeah, maybe this businessman wants to reach out for help. Or he wants to help this person, maybe. Queen of Swords, maybe. Bringing justice for a Queen of Swords. But however, the pain is also a warning for everyone to look at themselves, learn the truth about yourself and about others, you know. Maybe the Queen of Swords has learned that she's overly emotional, you know. She's easily influenced, maybe by an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person, you know. Maybe they have to understand that being very cold-hearted, bitter Betty, with a narrow mind, very insincere, very easily influenced, maybe. Or this upside down Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords is easily influenced by King of Pentacles, you know, because maybe he's got the resources, so she's easily influenced, and that's made it into bitter Betty. So someone is worried, so don't worry anyway. You got to go within yourself. Don't ignore that voice. Upright, King of Pentacles. You're going to burn out. You've got too much responsibilities when it comes to a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. You've got to be very realistic about your responsibilities. You've got to seek insight to understand. Go within yourself, you know. Bring that security within yourself, because it seems like you're very insecure and it's keeping you worried. And you're probably matching like, no, you got to get rid of this Queen of Swords. I'm sorry. Bitter Betty, man. Let it go. Listen to your own inner voice, King of Pentacles. It's time for you to hear your own feelings. Unplug. Step away from the echoes. You're burning out the soul of the self. Don't do that for other people. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Take time out to be alone and do something. Do some soul searching. Search the truth. You seek your soul. You seek your soul. You seek God within you and your purpose and any answers you need to the questions that you have within your mind to communicate, to bring out a good analyzation. Maybe you're doing something investment analyzation. Oh, maybe you're doing auditing. I love auditing. I do actually miss doing auditing, actually. Communication. Maybe about money. Maybe you need to look. Maybe if it's business, maybe you need to communicate. Maybe you need to not work with family and friends when it comes to like auditing for your company or something. Maybe to step away from stuff like that, like trusting. Maybe a Queen of Swords. You got to be realistic, because it feels like your emotions. It feels like your emotions are stagnant, and it's kind of making it hard for you to focus on the things that make you happy and fulfilled. So you've got to be more mindful about your own possibilities, your own opportunities, because you have the possibilities, King of Pentacles. You may be inclined to pass up an event because maybe you feel down, maybe a bit negative, a bit depressed by the inner child. So don't sit in the energy of ignorance. You can't ignore your own inner voice, though, no matter what anyone says, because you don't want to miss out on your own special gift from heaven. You might be inclined to pass up a few events, though, because you've got insights about understanding when it comes to wisdom, of support, love, you know, especially when it comes to the soul of the self, especially when it comes to the soul world. You've got to realize, you know, sometimes setbacks can lead us to amazing things, all right? You could be thinking of a King of Pentacles, some of you, dealing with an upside down Queen of Swords. Just analyze it, my love. Take time out, you know. Communicate how you really feel. Be realistic about your responsibilities, because it seems like you have a burden, extra responsibilities. But you're almost there. Maybe you want to become a person of power and status. Maybe an Aries, Sagittarius person, you know. But King of Pentacles, you're nearly there. Just don't take on extra responsibilities, my love. Reach out for help. Don't be afraid. You know, communicate how you feel. And this is why I think a lot of masculines are very impulsive. Because they always say, like, women are so in tune. So are you. Just don't go into that ignorance of like men shouldn't be in touch with their emotions. That's rubbish. That's where your intuitive side is. That's where your psychic gifts are. You know, that's how you can be less impulsive to go towards overly emotional women, because you're probably trying to match her emotions. I don't know what's going on there, but don't let people manipulate you for the emotions, because I really believe, that's my own opinion, I feel because we are intact with our emotions, women are the biggest manipulators when it comes to emotions. Because you don't understand your own emotions. This is why you can get manipulated into, like, your, especially when you've got finances, business, leadership, you know, because they're looking for security. They're not secure in themselves. If they were, they wouldn't be so overly emotional. So they're looking at deception. Someone's very easily influenced. Maybe because they look for more of like money men, maybe. So you've got to look at your own emotions, all right, King of Pentacles? Don't worry about no one else for a hot minute. If you're no good, your whole family's no good. So don't worry about someone else, my love, all right? You're taking on extra burdens. You've got to take care of yourself. Yeah, maybe you have a lack of control when it comes to communication. You got to let your mind tell you what to do. Like, maybe you've given up on the willpower. Maybe you've given up on a Cancer person, or you've given up moving. But don't give up. Take control. Maybe you have a lack of control about your anxiety, your worries. You've got too much fear in the air that's leading to the heart, and it's blocking the seat of the soul. Don't block it. You won't have any direction properly, like true, real, realistic King of Pentacles. So now you're looking at maybe something powerless, but you're looking at the force, the forcefulness. Maybe you're cancelling a trip, maybe with a Cancer person, you're communicating with that. Maybe this Cancer person is very worried about moving forward because you know something about this person, you're very confident. You're a very successful businessman. So it's more like head over heart. But you've got to tap a little bit into your emotions, all right, King of Pentacles? So you can be a bit safer away from upside down Queen of Swords. That's overly emotional. Maybe Aquarius person, you're being very realistic about an Aquarius person because you're looking right at maybe a Cancer person moving. Maybe you want to cancel someone's trip. You're looking at oppositions. You're looking at stagnations. Someone's very aggressive when it comes to their mobility, moving around. Because the mobility looks like it was going somewhere, but it's got no direction. So now the fuel of your car is powerless. You've got to go and find a proper petrol station, my friend. Forget about Shell petrol station. You don't want shells. You want women with emotions. So you've got to re-look at your direction, where you parking your vehicle at night, my friend. Because you're parking it next door to a deceptive, easily influenced person. Maybe very easily influenced by Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person. 10th house, maybe a family member or something. So now you're looking at deception within the Saturn area, you know, within your society. Someone's lying, stealing, cheating, doing the most, what's new. But someone's looking at humiliation because somebody wants to like have a fight at any cost. Because somebody wants to maybe intimidate. Or maybe a Cancer person is trying to intimidate Aquarius person, or Aquarius person trying to intimidate Cancer person. But you're looking at humiliation anyway, because someone's trying to bully someone. Maybe somebody lied and said someone was very overly emotional, very easily influenced. Let's go there. You know, Bitter Betty should be easily influenced. Someone's looking at bullying, but somebody wants to walk away though. Someone feels very intimidated. Because now, why? Because there's lack of communication. Nobody knows what anyone's really thinking, unless you're very intuitive. Because someone's spying. Someone's probably spying on someone's new ideas, very curious. But we've got alert though. If someone's got a thirst for knowledge, maybe this King of Pentacles. He's looking at Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person, or maybe a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person. We're looking at the news. Now we're looking at information and how you communicate, maybe. Because message, contracts. Maybe looking at a contract with a Cancer person, and maybe you're cancelling trips because he's a rip-off. Very forceful, masculine, powerless, but acts like he's very powerful. But he's not. That's the deception. And that's what's causing your limitations. Maybe that's the extra burden as well. Because someone's bullying to bring that forth, that light, to become very powerful. Somebody's being very forceful to become a powerful person within their status. But it's done through intimidation. Somebody's got to walk away with trying to bully someone. Got to walk away. Maybe a Cancer, Scorpio person's got to walk away from trying to bully King of Pentacles. Because he knows what you're doing. He sees the deception. Maybe you and a Queen of Wands, maybe. Upside down. Take it as it resonates, people, please. So for some of you, you're looking at the 10th house, looking at your family, you're looking at completing. You're looking at being more responsible. So maybe you're completing. Maybe someone's moving out of a marriage or a commitment or a contract. Take it as it resonates. But something that's commitment. Because someone's looking more at the 10th house. Somebody wants to take more control when it comes to maybe creating a soul world or their own world when it comes to success. When it comes to the spirituality, wrapping spirituality around yourself. But there's one or two things somebody's looking back. They have to complete. Maybe this deception about an Aquarius or Cancer person, or the feeling that I know I'm in a battle when it comes to deception. Somebody might want to surrender, but we look at humiliation, aggression, bullying. Somebody was slandering somebody. Maybe somebody was slandering someone, so King of Pentacles can stay in their energy, which is a Cancer person. Take it as it resonates. Or a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. We're looking at victory, though. Maybe looking at your career. We're looking at victory. Looking at rewards. Someone's looking at unity with maybe an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person. But you can't take on any extra burdens on the soul, King of Pentacles. It's too much, my lovely. Look at your own wholeness. Look at your own sense of belonging. Look at your own fulfillment. What makes you feel fulfilled? It's not just about the money, my lovely. Or being a leader within your community. You know? How do you really feel? What makes you feel like that sense of belonging, King of Pentacles? Insight, understanding, wisdom. The soul loves wisdom. You can't carry your things with you. is the wisdom, the knowledge from your experience that allows the soul to keep moving forward as a soul having a human experience. That brings in the contentment of ambition, you know. Someone taking control over their ambition, because now you've got the insight and the understanding, the wisdom about what makes you feel more secure, makes you feel more supported, especially when it comes to your home base, you know. King of Pentacles, hey, hi. He has an insight to understand about his wisdom is resulting from understanding about what love is. He's got to do it from his own emotions. Don't worry about anyone else. Don't take on anyone else's burden. Very mature, grounded male, very successful. Could be a wealthy businessman trying to strive to high status. He's looking at enterprise, but he's looking more now at his family. What makes you feel more secure, King of Pentacles? You know, reach out. You know, if you want support, reach out. Don't be afraid, you know. Do you know what's worse? Not knowing or knowing, you know. I prefer to say what I have to say, and at least I've said. And if I didn't say, I'll be more up in my head. No, let it go, King of Pentacles. Free your mind from fear and worry. Don't be awful to yourself. Don't bring on your own difficulties because you don't want to reach out. Reach out. Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, go. You know, don't be afraid. Don't hide when you're stricken with grief and sadness. Maybe you're stricken in grief and sadness over a Gemini person, but pull yourself together. Pull your thoughts together, you know. You will get out of the worst. You can get over the worst, okay? Maybe you're trying to strive past the disaster. But, you know, maybe you're trying to save someone. Maybe a Cancer person or upside down Queen of Wands. But you're taking on too much, my lovely. Melodrama, Rama will just bring in pure karma for you because you're refusing to see what you need. You're refusing to let go. Maybe someone denying about a recollapse or despair about a peer. But you got to get over that depression, my lovely, okay? Seek out. Go and regain control. Seek out. But you will pull yourself together, though, away from anxiety, worries, depression. Maybe you're going for a trauma at the moment. Maybe with an upside down Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. Because you feel like she's very overly emotional right now. And the Queen of Swords is telling you to make a judgment. What's the judgment, you know? Without emotions. So you can bring in, you know, every action has a reaction, you know. Every action has consequences. You can be in that fairness within your nest of your home. But it starts with self first. Your temple is your home. So seek that truth, you know. Get that clarity. Bring that balance within yourself. Remember, cause and effect. We're looking at spiritual law. So now we're looking at spiritual law. Now we're looking at maybe an overly emotional, upside down Queen of Swords is very heartbroken over betrayal, deception. You know, what was under there again? Oh, someone not being realistic about a fight. Someone not being realistic about humiliation, bullying. Someone's not being like realistic about walking away and creating intimidation. You know, that bring in a lack of communication. And it seems like the Aquarius is looking back at Cancer, maybe. Someone that's has a lack of control, no direction. So now we're looking at maybe King of Pentacles. He's trying to pull himself together because now the Queen of Swords is heartbroken. Maybe someone did it on purpose. And this is probably what the King of Pentacles feels like. He's got a lot on because maybe he's saw this separation, the depression of this person that was removed, heartbreak, grief, unfairness, unfaithfulness as well. Someone's heart's going through like a conflict, a trauma. But you will pull yourself out though. Maybe King of Pentacles is looking at this justice. He's very heartbroken about upside down Queen of Swords. Maybe he feels, I don't know. She does a lot of deception, intimidation. This is why there's no movement, stagnation. Someone lacks control. But King of Pentacles, you've got to be careful of your own soul. Don't burn out. Don't take on anyone else's extra burden. You're looking at a partnership, a soul world. We feel like there's a two of cup that was sent by God, love proposal. Maybe people are afraid to go near the Queen of Swords because they tried to bully her, and now they're afraid of her. Now there's a heartbreak. Why? Because they took on extra responsibilities that, you know. So we're looking at a shattered dream when it comes to a two of cup, maybe for an eerily a Sagittarius person when it comes to like maybe an earth sign person, maybe went to the 10th house, Capricorn person. So maybe looking at the difficulties of maybe this fire sign person, King of Pentacles, looking at his own soul of the self, his own inner child. And maybe he's dealing with a very pushy, demanding, overbearing, self-righteous bully, very unfriendly. You masculines, man. Honestly. Maybe you're looking at two women and they're both awful, my love. Or one woman in one, my honey. Very pushy, demanding, overbearing, self-righteous bully. Very unfriendly person. Someone's looking at jealousy. Someone's jealous. Maybe a Leo or Aries woman. Very jealous. She's looking dead at this two of cup that belongs to an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person. Or you have a two of cup partnership. And maybe you bring a three-party situation. They're both no good, King of Pentacles. Both no good, my lovely. Move forward, all right? Someone's looking at a partnership, unity, all right? Someone's looking at how compatible is the love between two people. Maybe somebody wants to come in with a proposal. That's going to be their success when it comes to family-based love, you know? Someone is way too pushy about a two of cup situation. And the soul of the self, maybe for the King of Pentacles, is very burnt out. Because now we're looking at maybe a feminine. Two single feminines or one feminine and one. They're looking at heartbreak, man. Why? Because the King of Pentacles is the wounded warrior. He's wounded. He's trying to probably protect his finances. He's drained by the energy. Why? Because there's an ongoing battle. And he's thinking of it. But he's thinking of trying to pull himself together. Why? Because he feels there's a lack of control. No direction. The direction of lack is coming from deception at too many receptions. This is probably why he's pulling himself away from maybe events now. Certain things is moving away. Because he's looking more at maybe a marriage. Equality, connection, soul connection. Because someone's being very unfaithful to him. Because someone is very jealous, very manipulative. There's two feminines. Maybe it could be someone in his house. It could be like sister, aunties, partner. Take it as it resonates, all right? But very manipulative, man. And that's why his emotions are like, he needs to go and reevaluate his emotions, because his emotions are very restless, disconnected, very disconnected from an upside down Queen of Wands, very pushy, demanding, overbearing woman. Or maybe he's looking at two women or one woman in one. You're going to get your heart broken. Tell you, once you take these resources from certain people, you know, I tell you, they won't be so pushy and demanding no more. I tell you that for nothing. People just like to bite the hand that feed them. Why? Because in the middle of the power or the status or generosity, people just forget themselves, man. They think, oh, look what I done. It's all about me. No, you got help, man. Don't lie. I hate when people lie, man. And when you start losing things, everyone becomes bitter Betty. Pushy, demanding. No, that's mine. No, it's not you. No, it's not yours. I'm telling you, anytime, anyhow I get married, a prenup, what I came in with, I'm leaving like that. I'm not arguing with no one. I don't like stress. I don't like arguing in my house. I don't like it. It's no point. You might just go and move somewhere else. Your house is meant to be peaceful. It's your castle. It's your kingdom. That's where heaven starts, you know. Self first. Someone's looking at a heartbreak, sadness. Maybe King of Pentacles looking very hard at the Sagittarius person. He's looking at this drained energy of maybe a Gemini person, or he's thinking of his own thought and his own energy, and his energy needs to come out of this drained energy because it's an ongoing battle. But it's close to success though from this battle. But somebody needs to guard themselves. You've got the tools. God has given you the tools from the soul of the self. You know, you just have to use your boundaries. You are the wounded warrior. You've got the tools within yourself. Just don't sit in sadness, grief, despair about a peer. Maybe someone feels guilty that someone abandoned someone's emotions. So now there's a conflict at home because someone's done soul search and introspection about sugar cup. Now there's lots of conflict between family, friends, community, unstable finances. Why does everything have to be about bloody money? This is why you lot are lost, man. In conflicts, deception, receptions, all of that. Why? Because no one don't care about no one's feelings. Just give me my big house, give me my opportunities, give me a job, give me this, give me that. And when it all goes, everyone's crying now. Why? Because you don't like to bite the hand that feeds you too much. Masculine, get into your emotions, man. Start seeking within yourself. Start looking at new ideas when it comes to your feelings. Yeah, well done. I love that. Now, you could be a Virgo masculine. He's looking at working on his skills, maybe his skills when it comes to his emotions. Maybe he's rebuilding a business by using intuition. You could be self-employed by doing self-mastery, which is good. If you've got degrees, PhDs and all that, if you look and take all those years to be a doctor to get these degrees, time to do it to yourself now. Self-mastery. Go and get your PhDs. When God comes, you've got a nice dissertation to give to God. How did you analyze my earth? What did you bring in? What did you come out with, you know? What's your vision? What's your mission? What's your statement? You know? What was your SMART model? You know, your Pacific, your measurements, you know? What was your achievements? What was your time bound? And what was your objective? Stuff like that. What was your vision? You know? Go into the imagination, people. Start working your imagination. Be committed to yourself because you're looking at quality. You can bring out the quality in self. You can bring that success. If you're King of Pentacles I'm talking to, you've got the ambition. Just stop looking at pushy, demanding women. That's overbearing your rewards. You know, look at the soul of the self, all right? All right, collective member, walking love, talking truth. Love you guys. Bye.